We might use on the
shit.
show. What's wrong, Anthony?
Shit.
What's wrong?
I don't like when stuff doesn't work. And I don't know what the password is for any of this god-awful crap they put in here.
Watch me. I know my password.
Yeah, this week. How about when it changes mysteriously? Because for some reason, it's the CIA XM. I'm letting you in on a big secret. The XM satellite radio is a front. It is actually the Central Intelligence Agency. And passwords have to be changed every week on our computers because, God forbid, someone breaks in and downloads a Kajagoogoo song.
I got my internet.
My password will expire in 2 days. It says it right there. It's giving me a warning.
I got my internet.
Unbelievable.
Let me go to yahoo.com, see what's going on in the news today.
Look at that. There was a second gunman. I just hit something and got a website.
You know, it is ridiculous.
One of the files containing the system's registry has... hey, what? I just want to look at pornography and instant feedback. Why? Why can't I... Is it going to work?
It is pretty ridiculous.
I think I have a website coming up. Yeah, I had to use the backup computer with no favorites.
Anthony and I pretty much don't have any secrets, so I don't think we really need to change our passwords every 2 weeks.
I don't need to change the password.
It's, you know, there's just a bunch of geeks that run this company.
Total geek heaven.
We're in geek hell, not heaven.
Well, it's for them. It's heaven.
We're in geek hell. The geeks have taken over the world. We know that by now, and they certainly have taken over this company. What's wrong,
Steve,
Anthony?
I'm raising my hand for Steve. Could you come here and put the address in for the instant feedback?
Yeah,
because it's in my favorites on this computer, but not on this computer, not the backup one. I put it in 20 times on this computer, but for some reason, every time it goes on, it just gets eliminated.
I don't think we beat up the geeks good enough when we were in high school.
No, they deserved that ass kicking.
Oh, we beat them up.
Just for this.
We beat them up, but we needed to give them brain damage because now they're getting their revenge.
This is complete revenge. There is no reason to change those passwords around like that. None.
It's just because geeks get bored and they need to stimulate their brain. So like, I know what we'll do.
They know damn well you won't know what's going on when you need to change your password, and you'll need them. They're guaranteeing the longevity of their job is what they're doing by adding these stupid little things in. It's guaranteeing that they will always have a purpose and a need. They're putting in things like how they put in the little backdoor entrances to the computer programs. That's what they do in life. They put in little things where they are constantly needed and necessary. Computers can be so much easier than they are. Really, they can, especially here.
Well, someone's got to just make sure all the computers are up and running before we walk into the studio every morning.
Yeah.
Because now we just wasted 10 minutes on that when we could have been talking about the fine winter coverage we're getting here in New York.
Oh,
there's a little dusting.
Non-issue.
I'm sure there's other areas in the New York area that got some snow. But in the tri-state region, outlying areas of Manhattan, just a dusting. But they got the stupid reporters out there with their Channel 7 ski jackets. And
oh, they got the heavy coats on like it's a blizzard. It's a non-issue. It was a dusting. And the way the news covers it, they get on there before it even starts snowing, and they go, snowstorm headed for our area. But you don't really realize our area includes miles.
Miles. It includes, I think, 3 states.
Yeah, 3 states. So they say that, and meanwhile you're in New York City, and you assume they're talking about the city.
3 states. New York. Oh, 4. New York, Connecticut, Jersey, and Staten Island.
Staten Island's a state?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they mean like northwestern Jersey and upstate New York. So they talk about it like it's a big storm coming, and then you wake up, you look out the window, nothing. There was a little dusting that they showed on the news, and this woman's standing in it, like you said, in her big jacket and everything. It's non-issue.
I think the news channels are just jealous that we don't get what's going on in the rest of the country. We don't get the tsunamis here. We don't get
tsunamis.
That insane, like,
mudslides.
You can't even call it a mudslide. Have you seen the footage of that?
Yeah, it's a dirt slide.
It's a river of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the mud in that? That whole mountain just liquefied.
Yeah, It let loose on
It
top of a bunch of
liquefied.
houses.
It looks like it liquefied, but it didn't look wet.
No.
It was just dirt, trees, grass, rocks just tumbling down that hill. Did you see the pictures in the paper today?
Yeah.
Took out, what, 10 to 12 homes like it was nothing?
Bunch of houses, just covered them up. They're digging, looking for survivors.
I feel bad for those people out there, I really do, but the reality is people choose to live in these crazy areas. You've been in California enough?
It's nutty.
You know, they know this is going to happen eventually, but they're like, look, I got a great view. It's a nice neighborhood. I got the house cheap, you know?
There was a problem with that same hill like a couple of years ago, they said.
95.
Yeah. And they blamed it on, they sued the county. You sue the county. You build a house on the side of a mountain that's letting loose every few years. And then you sue the county because your house gets bowled over by dirt.
Dude, not even let loose every few years. When you're out in California and you go to some of these neighborhoods, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff falling all the time.
Yeah,
a rock here,
rivers.
a rock there.
They build them up on stilts on the side of a mountain.
Right. Well, but they got all these, like, the nets and stuff to prevent the stuff going onto the highways, because it's just constantly falling.
Yeah.
And then eventually, or every once in a while, you get a major slide like they had a couple days ago.
Yeah. And you know those people in the houses, but like last week we're watching the tsunami coverage, just going, oh, that's awful. Oh, I'm glad things like that don't happen here. And then there you are, a bunch of dirt coming through your window, swallowing up the family dog and your kids. Wonderful. You got to be nuts to live there. And then people that live there say you're nuts to live here because of the crime, I guess, is what they've always pegged on New York.
Which was really bad when we were growing up.
It's not anymore.
No.
Your damn weather and stuff is still the same over there. That ain't never gonna change. You can move to California. You got to be prepared for earthquakes, mudslides, and flooding.
Yeah, and they'll hose off that neighborhood and they'll just rebuild.
Oh, that's it. You'll see new
they'll
houses
just rebuild
go up there
in the exact same area.
Yeah,
and they might, put up a a snow fence or something.
A snow fence. If you look at that footage, there was nothing.
Oh, I know.
Humans could build that was going
to
stop that.
But people will need to feel secure, so they're like, no. They did that up in Niagara Falls. They cleaned up what was it?
Love Canal.
Love Canal, and people are moving back into that
people
neighborhood.
Actually moving back in there.
Yeah, that's nuts. They have convinced people that it's now safe again up there in some of those areas.
I guess they figure people forget. It's still, I mean, that was toxic waste. That ain't gonna go away.
Dude, when I lived in Buffalo, that was like a field trip to take. You get really drunk or high.
Creepy.
And then you drive through those neighborhoods. Back then you could. I don't know if they fenced off a lot of them, but you could. And it's just like, what happened to all the people? Like,
it's deserted.
It's all deserted. Right. And
there's weeds coming through the streets.
Yeah. And then you got little, children's toys still in some of the yards, like the little basketball hoops and stuff.
Creepy.
And the driveways that you knew were really nice now have weeds growing out of them, and shutters are kind of falling off just enough.
Yeah.
It was really creepy.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
It was definitely cool to check out.
Good place to go and drink. Just hang out and get freaked out.
Right.
Enough time goes by and people assume it's safe again.
All right, well...
They will. They'll put up one of those railroad tie, retaining walls that'll just be bowled over if they have another mudslide. But people go, oh, see, they did something.
Right. Oh, by the way, a very happy birthday to Howard Stern today. I believe he's 55 years old today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, that went fast.
55, I think. I know he's closer to 60 than 40, but whatever. Happy birthday to Howard. I want to acknowledge one of our enemies today and his little birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
I don't care. Max the trucker. What's up, Max?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey,
Sugar Pants.
Hi, Max.
I live in Oklahoma City where they had that F5 tornado back in '99.
Yeah.
And you see these crazy bastards that still live there in mobile home parks and shit. And they throw fucking car tires on top of the roof thinking that's going to help.
Car tires?
Yeah, supposedly it weighs the roof down so the wind won't blow it off. But
oh, yeah, that's going to work in a tornado.
Yeah, that's the fake security we talk about. Everyone wants to feel secure, but the reality is we're not secure from tornadoes.
My neighbor across the street, I was about 500 yards from that tornado when it hit down in the damn basement, like sticking my head between my legs, fixing to kiss my ass goodbye. And the tallest part of his house was about knee high when we finally came out. So,
what I don't understand about like Tornado Alley and all that it hits. You see the coverage on the news all the time. It hits the trailer parks, right?
Exactly.
Trailer parks all have wheels, right?
Yeah.
Or trailers.
Yes.
Why do you choose to live in these areas? You could drive your trailer anywhere.
It don't make any sense to me. But then you got these crazy bastards that chase them.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You gotta run after and try
Yeah,
to
they saw
send videos.
Twister too many times. And
I
think it's
love
cool.
those guys, though. When they show that stuff on TV, you know, these guys that chase them for a living, it's pretty
Yeah.
damn cool.
Yeah, I love watching the footage, but the guys seem like real tools. And that
I
movie
went with
Twister
them
was
one time,
ridiculous.
I went with them one time to do that, man. Them bastards, they just run over fences and go through, like, ditches and shit. And scare the
Awesome!
hell
We're
out of you.
extreme, man! We're extreme! We're chasing tornadoes, man!
We're extreme.
Punching out.
Coming up Highway 3, man! Come on, man! You're gonna miss it, man! I hate that. That extreme. We're tornado chasers! And in the movie, they look a lot like, I don't know, it looks a lot cooler than it really is. It's just these nerds driving around in their pickup trucks with a little wind sensor on the roof.
We got to get
And a video camera.
We got to get that clip from Harry and Kumar. We're extreme, man. So, well, that's what's going on. Snow coverage is stupid. Mudslide footage is pretty wild.
Yeah.